Alright, folks. Today is March the 9th, 2025. And it is 7:41 a.m. in the morning. I'm starting to feel a little better. For those of you who keep up with me on the regular, know that I have been battling the flu all week. I still ate one or two meals a day, using the keto breads and the keto wraps and stuff. Even though I only put out 2 videos, I still had some pretty amazing food. Couple of days, Janice, my wife, she'd bring me home something like, or if I was in town, if I braved going to town with a sickness, we'd stop and get us a salad or something, we got a pizza joint, we go to sometimes, got a nice salad bar, and they also put pizza and stuff on the hot bar, which I did not have any of the pizza, but they do put several different types of hot wings on that bar. So you either got a choice to get the salad bar only, or the the entire buffet, where you can have everything. So if I want hot wings, I just pay the price for the total bar. So we got to talk about the scale. Funny thing is, the scale acts all weird when you have the flu. Sometimes it can, go up, in weight for a little bit, or in my case, it didn't really go up so much as it just stayed still all week, no matter what. Even though I was struggling, get at least a meal or 2 meals down in a day, it's the stubborn thing wouldn't go nowhere. So finally, in the past 2 days, I've been able to eat, so God, it was still at a standstill and yada yada, and I don't know what goes on with it. I don't know why we have to deal with such things when we are sick, but I see everybody, I see Miss Angie's doing real good on her weight loss stuff. She officially joined the Rumble, so she was like my most fierce competitor, 2 years ago. So I take competition with her very seriously, Actually, I'm just kidding. We're all on our own individual journeys this time around. Like before, I wanted to lose 100 pounds within that year, and I wound up only losing like 80. I was real happy. I got real happy at the result that I had, and I think this time around, if I could just make it, to about where I made it before, that's good enough for me, because, like I say, I'm 6'3". So being over 200 pounds, around 240 is very thin looking for me. It puts me at a very thin look for my height, at 6'3". If I weighed under 200, I'd look, anorexic, skinny, bag of bones, Excuse me, I'm still battling with a cough. Even though it sounds bad, it is a lot better than what it was. But anyway, let's get on with this thing. It is the second week of March. Last week I had some pretty good weight loss to show you folks. today I just have to show you what I have to show you, and it's just gonna have to be the best that I can do for the week. So let's crank up the old magic talking scale once again.
Hello. Please step on the scale.
I cut the big light on where y'all can see once I get to be able to hold the camera down there. See that? One hand on the camera, one hand on, well, now the other hand's on the camera, this hand's
Your
here.
weight is 908 pounds.
So, in truth, I'm just jiving. I'm not disappointed at all. I actually got, after all that standing still all week and not being able to walk like I wanted to, you know, because I really wanted to do my walking routine. And even though I was sick now, I still walked in the house a lot. Now, if I watch the lady who runs the YouTube channel called 6 Miles to Supper, who walks 6 miles every day before she eats supper, no matter what. And that is her main focus, you know, is walking those 6 miles before she eats supper. And that's how she lost her big amount of weight that she had to lose, you know. Go check her out on YouTube, Kayla Cox. But I didn't get to walk quite, you know, as much as I wanted to, but I did get in at least 6,000. I got like 6,000 steps one day. I got like 8,000 a couple of days, despite the fact that I was sick. Just making myself pace the floor in the house or whatever I had to do to get them in, and I just troopered through a bunch of it. I think one day I wound up with around 9,000 while I was sick. Yesterday, I had a burst of energy waking up for a change. I got up and I started walking the kitchen floor really hard, and before I knew it, I done had 4,000 steps in just in yesterday morning alone. And before I went to bed last night, I was at 12,000 steps. No, correction. I was at 14,000 steps for the day yesterday, because I walked 11 point some odd miles according to my watch. And that's what I go by. So that might be where those 2 pounds come from. Well, I did weigh yesterday morning. It was 309.8. So that wasn't even quite a whole pound. So now I've lost a complete 2 pounds, you know. Bringing my total up to 29 pounds of weight loss for the year so far. And I get to eat every single day. And right now I'm doing that walking thing, and I'm losing a couple of pounds a week on the scale. You know, it's like my weight loss has slowed down, but my muscle build has really kicked in. And you know, I've been looking at a lot of walking videos and stuff about how detrimental those 10,000 steps a day are to get in, you know. Thomas DeLauer and a couple of others, you know, who talk about it out there, say that, you know, even if you're doing heavy physical weight training or any kind of, you know, resistance training, and I see some people making the mistake. That's one lady I watch on YouTube who's also struggling to lose weight. Gets out there and does all of her strength training first and then gets on the treadmill. But they say that that's not the way to do it. You want to get that low impact cardio in first, the walking first, before you do anything to make, you know, muscle gains and stuff like that. because it has an adverse effect somehow. I don't know on your fat loss if you do it backwards like that, but and you look at Thomas DeLauer, he looks like a guy who knows what he's talking about when it comes to physical fitness, so. But I ain't trying to get all that kind of physical fitness in, at least not at the moment. I want to get the weight off first, because if I want to build like that, I want to build lean muscle. I don't want to build. I don't want to turn fat into muscle. I'd rather have lean muscle. But anyway, I'm feeling stronger overall just from the walking. Like I said, I got in as much walking as I could. I did not slack off on that, despite the fact that I was sick. And I even Googled it. Google said that walking helps with the flu. It helps build white blood cells, which help fight off the flu. So I just done as much walking as I could, to where I could feel it, and then when it got to be too much for me, that and the sickness at the same time, I just stopped. Done the best I could. But starting today, since we are feeling better, you can bet I'll be getting those 10,000 steps in today and throughout the rest of the week. I'll try to get some video of that as we go along, but I guess that's it for this Slow Sunday episode of Rumble with Latchkey. 29 pounds down for the year so far. I'm coming after your numbers. Alright, folks. Listen, I'm going to quit talking now. That's all I got for this video. So until the next one, you folks have a good